everybody, be excited, because it's the 20th Jaina Solo Says! Yay! Woo! There's partying and dancing in the streets. And okay, so yes, thank you. Hello and welcome to those few people who subscribe to my videos. Today, we're going to talk about another wonderful Joss Whedon project. But it might not be what you guys are assuming I'm going to talk about because Comic-Con just happened. But that's going to be next week. I promise I'll cover all that next week, but there's so much to go through and talk about that I need to kind of get my thoughts together. So this week, we're going to talk about Much Ado About Nothing, which might seem like a weird topic for nerdy people, but it's a Joss Whedon project, so it totally counts. Before I get started on my 20th vlog for Jaina Solo, we're going to do my subscription shout-out. If you guys subscribe to my vlog or my Twitter, my channel here, or my Twitter, which is emarsh000, I do a virtual hey and thank you to say hey and thank you. And this week it's John Knoch. I don't know how to pronounce your last name. I am so sorry. It's K-N-O-C-H, so we're gonna go with Notch and pretend it's silent like Ballette. Okay? Great. So, Much Ado About Nothing. Thanks for tuning in. Much Ado About Nothing. So, I just saw this with a friend, a little late to the train because it's almost not even playing anymore. But I'm Poe, so I had to do it. Joss Whedon did basically like in the 12, 14 days in between his huge projects like Avengers, he did Much Ado About Nothing at his house with his friends. And of course, put it in the theaters and it's awesome and wonderful. Which just goes to show if you got the capital, you got the friends, and you got the location, you can do a really quality project in a small amount of time. So, very interesting. I've seen the last movie version, which was, Emma Thompson, Keanu Reeves, Denzel Washington, all those peoples, Kenneth Branagh. And I loved that one, seriously. But this one was really good too. I give it a solid B+. Amy Ackers plays Beatrice. She was in Dollhouse, was in Angel. Love her, love all the cast really. I mean, you got a lot of his other Project Fave actors he works with. But Emma Thompson, I'm just going to say right now, is still my favorite, just because I love her so much, and she hits all the pros so wonderfully and perfectly. Amy Ackers does really great, everyone does really great, but I think that because partially the style's a little different, just in the sense that since it's modern day, the words aren't giving quite as much time to be heard. It's not about the prose. It's like, hey, it's modern day and we're talking normal, but it just happens to be Shakespearean. Which is great, because that's kind of how a lot of Joss Whedon's ideas, I think, for projects happen. He, like, for instance, this started because he would be reading Shakespeare at his house, doing projects with people. And, oh my gosh, it's doing that weird thing again where the light gets weird. No, brighten up! Brighten! There we go. Sorry. So that's like how the Buffy musical episode, for those who know, happened in season 6. He's like, they would go back to his house and sing, and he's like, hey, we could do like a musical episode. And then he got nominated for Emmys, and every other TV show tried to copy him and do their own musical, not so good episode. So this was similar. They shot it in black and white, which was very cool. Kind of a new spin. I liked that. Give it an old-timey feel, even though it's kind of a modern-day thing, which I liked. And they made one of the characters, who's usually male, female. One of Don John's henchmen is a henchwoman. And of course, lovable Nathan Fillion plays Dogwood, I think his name is, and it was really well done. So you probably can't see it anymore, or maybe you can. Might be a couple more places still playing it, so go see it. But great project, it was fun, and we'll talk next week about Comic-Con. Yay, Jaina Solo's 20th vlog! Bye.